cop in trouble. 19 years on the force, a wife and 5 kids, and a girlfriend who just put his gun between her breasts and pulled the trigger.
Emmett, what you're trying to tell me is that a man may have considered taking a shot at somebody in Sacramento, and he may be here in town now.
If you don't get the governor in one town, why not the chief of police in another?
3858, okay, 7. 775, there is a traffic warrant. 13T62, Roger, William, 6 Paul, John Zebra. 75, Roger. 13U3, 484 report.
I've had enough for one morning already. I don't need this. Liz, now open the door and give me the gun.
Yes. What else have you got so far? You know where they're taking her? Look, I want the lid on this. I want it sealed shut. And tell the mayor that I'll be a few minutes late. Right. Looks like breakfast is yours after all. Coming with me tonight? I'll make the 15-minute speech and we can duck out early.
You want me to listen to the 4 prime causes of crime again? I only promise to honor and obey.
I'll cut it down to 2 prime causes and throw in a dinner at Winston's.
Dinner at Winston's, 1 prime cause, and a weekend at the beach.
Draw up the contract. Bye.
The X-ray showed the bullet weaved in and around the vital organs. The big problem is if the slug moves now before they can remove it. Blood pressure's all shot. I guess they'd call it extremely critical. She hasn't said a word. I was in the ambulance with her.
It's all right, Charlie. I understand. You want to stay here this morning?
Yeah, I'd like to stay through surgery.
I hope it all works out.
Sam, the officers who rolled on the call were damn good. The press doesn't know a thing yet.
Dr. Mansfield.
What about your wife?
Dr. Mansfield. Report to X-ray.
That's a call I gotta make. She doesn't know anything either.
All right, I'm trying to keep a lid on it. When you get in, call me. And if I'm not in, wait till I get back to you.
Dr. Winter. Report to Dr. Winter.
2 Atom 47. 2 Atom 47. See the manager. Forgery investigation at 2124 Nelson Avenue.
Yeah, he looked all right, which is why I suppose I didn't check right away. He was, about 5'10", what do you call it, Caucasian. Brown hair, a mustache, about 150 pounds.
It's a fresh stain over here.
Oh, don't tell me.
Bore cleaner.
Which?
Bore cleaner. They use it to clean the barrel of weapons.
And it'll never come out of the rug. Not only does he give me a stolen credit card, but he... Excuse me.
I want to check the bathroom.
6,000 cops on the department, and I gotta get the one that's checking rug stains and toilet bowls. That's very nice.
Unless I'm wrong, that's a very nice sketch of Roosevelt High School.
Now, how would you know that?
Because I went there.
Did you get all the way through?
Very funny.
Even though the number of crimes increases each year, the number of prosecutions does not keep pace. There is, however, an increase in the number of misdemeanors tried because felonies are reduced through plea bargaining. Hang loose, Manny.
Okay, Chief.
Morning, Owen. Tom, Sam.
Sam, are you really going over there tonight?
You mean to the high school? Yeah, why?
Well, have you got any idea how that's going to look to the men in that division?
Oh, and in the past 9 days, there have been 4 teenage fatalities within a 6-block radius of Roosevelt High.
Well, 2 of those were youth gang slayings.
Yeah, and 2 of them were also shot by officers of that division.
Who have been cleared by an officer-involved shooting team and returned to duty.
But not everybody in the world is satisfied with the police department's opinion that the police department is perfectly right.
Oh, so you're going to go over there tonight and hold hands with a bunch of rabble-rousers? And ex-cons turned social worker and weak-kneed school teachers who can't control their classroom without calling in the squad car twice a day?
All right, Owen, you're entitled to your opinion.
And I'm giving it to you. What kind of respect does this get you? What kind of respect can the men expect?
This is your floor.
Well, you go over there and you tell them, burn down the city. We'll build you a new housing development. Take a shot at the cops. We'll prosecute them. And then maybe you can go on television with that pinhead over in City Hall. And he'll tell you what a great city we've got. And you tell him what an enlightened and progressive police force we have.
I always said I didn't want a bunch of yes-men assistants.
Morning, Chief. Emmett Howard wants to see you.
What about?
I don't know. He's acting real mysterious. I think it's CIA time with Emmett again.
All right, get him up here.
Right.
Morning, Mary.
Good morning, Chief. Would you check these, please?
Give me this.
Have Emmett come up, all right?
And then those, and this. And refer this to Inspector Harunian and that one to Davidson.
Okay.
Nice dress.
Thanks.
Bowing to the demands of parents, school authorities, and the highly controversial Assemblyman Manuel Alvarez, Police Chief Sam McCullough announced that he would meet tonight. Well, that's just beautiful, Bill, just beautiful. I'm glad I found a young man in the department to work with the media to get our message across to them. Bowing to the demands of... You send that out in your press release, or do they think that up themselves?
Chief, I gave them the reasons why you're going out there, chapter and verse, just the way he gave them to me. Now, what comes out of their typewriter when they got what they think is a hot story, that's something else again.
Yes, Mary. Well, send him in. Hello, Emmett.
Chief?
Who'd your dogs bite this time?
Well, that was 3 years ago, Chief. It was a burglar.
It was 2 years ago, and it was a gas company employee trying to get in to read the meter. Who'd they bite now?
Nobody.
What are you doing up here?
This morning at 8:15, 2 of the officers from the Highland Hills Division rolled on a motel where the manager had just been stiffed with a stolen credit card.
Yeah, go on.
The officers found stains of bore cleaner on the floor of the motel room. They found this.
I give up. What is it?
Roosevelt High. When the officers went to the manager, he had a phone charge. Now, this guy called Roosevelt High yesterday just after he checked in.
Have you found out who he was talking to out there?
No, we haven't. But we did find the car he was driving about a half an hour ago. It was stolen from Sacramento about 3 days ago. 2 days ago, it was spotted in a parking lot. Now, whoever grabbed it came back, but he got away before the Sacramento police got there.
Where's the parking lot located?
Just across the street from the governor's mansion.
The governor's been in Washington all week.
Yes. Well, that's what he could have found out.
Anything else?
The car was stolen half a block from a pawn shop. The pawn shop was hit that same morning. Now, if it's the same guy, he took a .30 caliber carbine with a telescopic sight and 2 boxes of ammunition. And that's all he took.
Now, Emmett, what you're trying to tell me is that a man may have stolen a car, a gun, and some ammunition. And he may have considered taking a shot at somebody in Sacramento. And he may be here in town now.
With the map of Roosevelt High.
And now you're going to suggest that I cancel my speech at that high school tonight on that very slim evidence. Now, you know I can't do that.
Chief, I'm with Emmett. I don't think the evidence is so slim. You know, this country has a recent history of so-called unimportant people achieving importance by putting a bullet into a prominent man.
That's it. If you don't get the governor in one town, why not the chief of police in another?
I don't want you to go out there, Sam.
You think he's going to make a fool out of me, huh?
I think he'd make a fool out of anybody I sent. That's Alvarez's constituency.
It's your constituency, too, you know.
It's mine because of programs I've initiated, reforms I've pushed, schools I've built.
But Alvarez was born there, huh?
That's right. His gut reaction is their gut reaction by instinct, not by training or conviction. 4 kids get killed, whatever the reason, and Alvarez bleeds right along with them, right along with their people.
And all over the newspapers, too.
And tonight, after they finish with you, it's going to be our blood that's spilled all over the 11 o'clock news.
I tell you, if I get a chance tonight, I'll make it clear that I came as my own man. Because I've said some things to the people of this city. I've said it's perfectly safe for them to walk the streets at night. So I can't set an example of a police chief who won't go anywhere, anytime, to listen to a citizen's complaint.
You have reason to think that you might be in danger out there tonight, physical danger.
No?
Then what's the problem? You invite Alvarez and his concerned citizens down here to City Hall.
I can't.
Why not?
Because those fatalities didn't occur on the Civic Center Mall. They occurred within a 6-block radius of Roosevelt High.
Your officers have been exonerated in those deaths. Or don't you agree with that finding?
Well, I'm not...
You're not what, not sure? You're going out there among those wolves tonight and you're not sure of the departmental findings that you're defending? Look, I got to keep that luncheon date. Let's talk early this afternoon or late this afternoon. Sam, you gonna be able to pull your old friend Inspector Charlie Rivas out of this trouble?
Where you been? Would you come up by the way of Bakersfield?
Oh, hi. Here, where do you want to put these keys?
Send it to me. Now, what do you know? He took a guided tour of the Capitol building. I bet he had that 38 special filled with Magnum ammo with him.
Sergeant Howard?
Yeah.
I'm Stiles from Leighton Prince. I've got a request to dust a vehicle.
This is it, baby.
Okay, I'll need the DR number, and is this
I
a
don't have a
homicide?
DR number yet, and this isn't anything but a stolen credit card so far.
Well, my lieutenant said that it was perfectly...
Just dust the car, Stiles, or I'll run over you with it. All right, let's get in the car and go on out to the school.
I picked up something on the way in. Grand Theft Auto, Sierra Valley Shopping Center. 73 Chevy, tan in color.
Yeah, but somebody stealing just the same kind of a car doesn't tie in with this.
I know. I thought the same thing. But the guy who got his car stolen, he thinks he saw a guy on the parking lot who might have grabbed it. The guy answers the general description.
How sure was he?
Not very. But then I remembered the week that I worked for Manny Urias, taking the chief home, I drove by that center morning and night. Less than a half a mile from the chief's house.
I'll take the school.
Right.
I want to know how the mayor already has information that we deliberately withheld from the press and our own line of communications. Start with the officers who responded to that call from Charlie. Find out who they reported to and how it went up through division and bureau. Somebody's violated my direct order. I want his name and I want his head. Mary, is Inspector Rivas in yet? Ask him to come up here immediately, will you, please? No. I'll have to get back to them. Well, get moving, Bill.
Chief, press people will be getting to the school tonight at 6:45. If there's any chance of cancellation, I think it'd look a lot better.
There won't be a cancellation. Mary, nothing after 2:30 until I find out when I have to run over to City Hall. And my wife will be coming in about 5:30. Thank you. Want a drink? Only place in the police building you can get one.
Sure, I wouldn't mind one. She made it. She's out of danger. Unless there's some post-operative problems.
I'm glad.
I called the wife, told her the whole story. She knew a lot more than I thought.
What's she gonna do?
I don't know yet. She promised not to say anything to anybody.
What about the girl in the hospital? What's she gonna say?
Nothing. She's got a couple of kids. Right now they're with the ex-husband. We don't know about him, but she doesn't want to spread around any more than I do.
Oh, so there's a handle on this, huh?
I have to look for handles, Sam. I got 19 years in.
19 good years. You know, if there's a story I'm not going to tell, I'd like to know some of it.
Oh, it started about 3 years ago. She was working for the city then.
Was she living with her husband?
Well, they were under the same roof.
What happened this morning?
Oh, we argued half the night. I was late. That started it.
What were you doing that made her so mad? Out fooling around with a wife and kids?
Well, you're gonna have to pass judgment, Sam. And I know what the other side of the coin is. You cover for me and it gets out anyway, then you're gonna be smeared by the same dirty paintbrush.
Wait in your office, will you, Charlie?
Listen, I'm sure we can get the transit authority to donate the buses if we schedule the concert after rush hour.
I don't see why we need live children's concerts when Leonard Bernstein does it on TV.
Oh, excuse me a moment.
Hello, Miss McCullough. Sergeant Brucker, Central. I don't know if you remember me or not.
Oh, yes, you drove for Manny when he took his last vacation.
That's right. Sorry to interrupt, but I wonder if my partners and I might not be able to look through your house.
Why, Sergeant?
Well, it's probably nothing, Miss McCullough, but we had this report, and we'd like to look over the house and the grounds. I know you have company, but...
What kind of report?
Well, it concerns possible danger to the chief. Now, we don't know how good the information is, but I'm afraid you'll have to ask the ladies to vacate the premises till we're through.
Can you wait 10 minutes?
Well, like I said, Miss McCullough, it's probably a hoax, but we do have this report, and we wouldn't want to cause you or the ladies any injury because of delay.
What's upstairs?
They changed the lights above the ceiling. Makes a very neat bunker if you want to hold off an army.
Access?
Through the projection booth.
There's a basement door to the orchestra pit. Slam a lock on it and have a man check it before the speech. All right, men. I want 6 men working the exterior of the school. Your positions will be given later. 9 men inside, 4 on stage and 5 in the audience. Our command post will be roughly here. Sergeant Brooker will be in charge. We'll roll in some black and whites, which is normal. Aside from that, this operation is covert.
Does that mean we're really expecting an attempt?
I don't know yet. In any case, there will be standing room only. There'll be heads, hypes, unwed mothers, juvenile delinquents, establishment haters, cop haters, McCullough haters. And there may be one that we can't put a label on. He may be the only one that wants to go all the way.
I'm sorry they busted up your meeting, honey. But they shouldn't be there much longer. So, what did you tell them?
Well, I said, girls, my husband is having a meeting here, so we will have to adjourn to a coffee shop or a cocktail lounge. Now, when I said cocktail lounge, well, they were very happy. Actually, there was a stampede, so I am on my way to join them now.
Still going with me tonight?
Why not?
Well, I thought you might want to skip it.
Why?
Well, same old speech. You've heard it 100 times.
Is the one thing connected with the other?
What are you talking about?
Oh, Sergeant Brucker and his men out here checking the house. And you being so nervous about my coming with you tonight?
No. There's no connection at all. I'll send Manny around with a car to pick you up. Bye.
Goodbye.
Any reason why Brucker and his boys are tossing my house? Telling my wife they have some vague information about a threat on my life?
I guess Brucker had a choice. So he decided to tell her that it was vague and probably nothing. Or he could have told her that the man from Sacramento, whom we now think made an armed reconnaissance of the Capitol building, picked up a new car this morning in the shopping center 1/2 mile from your house.
You sure about that?
We're sure about something that Brucker doesn't know yet. He just tried to grab off another car.
We're talking about some kind of a nut.
Maybe, but this one belonged to the Board of Education. This would have been the easiest car in the world to get into that schoolyard tonight.
I couldn't pick him up from here with a slingshot.
How can you get out?
Well, I tried to jump over on the gym roof there. Or I could, I'd try that drain pipe down to the 2nd floor. I'd crawl into one of the johns and get out from the inside.
You know the heat would be all over the building.
I also know the heat is stupid, otherwise I wouldn't try to shoot the chief.
So what do you want?
One man on the roof, one man in the john.
For 2 hours?
Give him a comic book.
I want to extend a warm welcome to the Los Peraltas dance troupe and to thank them for their forthcoming participation in the annual police show. I know I speak for the department when I wish you a pleasant trip and a safe return to your homes in Mexico City.
Thanks very much, Chief.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Adios, vámonos.
The mayor's secretary called. He's got something at 4:15, which should take about 20 minutes. Then he'd appreciate you coming over.
Find out where that leak is yet?
Nope. The entire line of communication goes from patrol up through patrol commander. Rivas himself is number 2 on patrol. And I don't think I can ask Chief Wilson if he violated your order. You can, but I sure can't.
That's how the politicians beat you. You're trying to run a police department and they're playing a game. The police department is just one of the pawns. Find Manny for me, will you?
Yes, sir.
I gather you're going to the Forum.
No, Roosevelt High.
Yet Caesar will go to the Forum. All right, but I want some insurance.
Insurance against what?
Public disaster. Personal injury. Resulting from what Alvarez and his people are able or may be able to do to you tonight.
Well, I thought we covered all that a little while
We just got started. I had that lunch date, remember?
Well, look, Dick, I'm not unaware that what I say or do reflects on you or your administration.
There wasn't a man on the police commission who didn't know I wanted you as chief.
Sure, because you were a new mayor and you wanted to balance it out with a tough cop.
A tough and able cop. But not yet a political animal.
And the insurance?
I want the police department file on Alvarez.
That's simple enough. You call the city attorney and he subpoenas it with regard to whatever investigation is being undertaken.
Come on, Sam. I can't go through the city attorney's office. There's no investigation of Alvarez. Can you imagine what the newspapers would do with that?
What do you want with Alvarez's file anyway?
Maybe I'm considering appointing him to a better job.
There's only one job he wants, and you've got it.
The file has derogatory information in it.
Which you could use against him to take him out of the race, huh?
Is that good?
There's not a way in the world that I could turn the file of a public official over to you except on a court order.
Look, Sam, I'm not talking just about this office. If I'm a one-term mayor, I'll never be a first-term governor.
Oh, so it's the end game, then?
Part of it. You expect me to deny it? But if it comes to pass, the city's going to need another mayor. And this city likes retired cops in high office.
You don't seem to understand what I'm talking about. If I turned Alvarez's file over to you, I wouldn't be a cop anymore. I'd be a crook.
All right, Sam, I'm going to throw the raw meat on the floor. You've got a cop in trouble. 19 years on the force, a wife and 5 kids, and a girlfriend who just put his gun between her breasts and pulled the trigger.
Are you telling me?
I'm telling you that if you hand Alvarez's file over to me, I'll help you save Rivas. If you let me down, I'll make sure he goes through the gate in the morning.
A while ago, you told me that I wasn't a political animal yet. Well, I've heard that term. Everybody has. I never figured out how a real political animal is any different from the rest of us. Not until now. Hello, darling.
Hello.
My, you look pretty.
Thank you.
Would you like a drink?
Yes, I would very much. No. I'll get you one.
I'll be finished here in a minute. How was your day?
Routine. Oh, when the ladies came back to the house, they found your detectives very handsome.
Yes, Mary. Oh. Hold on a minute. Kay, Charlie Rivas is out there. Could you go out and talk to Mary for a minute?
Of course.
Send him in.
Oh, hello, Kay.
Hello, Charlie. How are you?
Okay.
And Laura?
Fine, just fine.
Well, I have to powder my nose.
Sit down, Charlie. There was a referral copy of the officer's report forwarded to IA.
Sure, I know that. If you called Captain Spencer.
Yes, I did. I called him this morning. But tomorrow morning, I'm going to have to call him again and ask him to go ahead with a full investigation.
But why? I mean, the girl is out of danger. I mean, it could go down on page 27, part 5 of the papers. My name doesn't even have...
Can't go on page 27. No, that's not quite true. It could go on, but... I'd have to make a deal that I couldn't live with.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, I can't explain it, but in the long run, it would violate the integrity of the whole department.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Sam. My life's blood is spilling out all over your rug, and you're talking like we're on Meet the Press.
I know it must sound like
And
that.
if it goes to IA, that means they go to Laura, the kids know. They go to Liz, her kids know. Every copper I've ever worked with is gonna know. I won't sit in some cubicle waiting for him to take polygraphs. There's got to be another way.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. And there's only one thing for you to do.
You're not talking about resigning.
No. If I were you, I'd ride the beef out.
19 years. Cops have blown their brains out when they were let go a year short.
Then we'll fight them, Charlie. I'll go on the witness stand for you. If there's somebody in this town that owes me a favor, I'll go asking for it, but fight him.
It's funny. Last week, I got an offer to head the police science department at State. I would have liked that.
Charlie, there's no other way I can go. The police force only makes sense.
Right, Sam. I've made that same speech when I had to hand somebody his head. It always ends up for the good of the department. When the hell did I stop being part of the department?
He's out. Finished. 19 years, his pension, his whole working life down the drain.
Oh, Laura.
Forget Laura for a minute. He's the one that's gonna have to walk in there and turn in his badge. Watch him punch holes in his ID. Think about him for a minute.
I'm sorry, Sam.
Not fair for me to take it out on you this way. It's the job.
It's more than that. It's what you bring to the job.
Here, 5th Street over here to San Antonio, then down San Antonio to the freeway, and get off here, and Westlake to the high school. Do you want me inside when he goes in or in the back?
Have you still got that M2?
You know we're not allowed to use automatic weapons.
I know, but have you still got it?
So I talked to Joanne Spreckles. Now, there are going to be 18 in the group, but we can go to San Diego, and then we can fly from Tijuana to Mexico City, and then on to Oaxaca.
I told you that I have to see about
Telephone, Mr. Howard.
You didn't tell me Emmett had a date.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice. They sometimes hold hands.
Well, there you see what happens when a man puts in 10 hours a day after day, week in, week out.
Well, his wife goes off on archaeological digs with other people.
No, he kisses his wife goodbye in the morning, and he has a coronary in the afternoon. Why all of this security today?
Well, there have been a series of possibly related happenings. I don't think they mean a thing.
What does Emmett Howard think?
Well, Emmett is still defending against the Red Menace. But we're only going out tonight among the Rad Libs anyhow. You know what bad shots they are.
Well, that's why I'm so worried when I sit next to you.
You're not going to sit next to me. You're going home right after dinner.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Now, I don't think anything is going to happen. But if it does, I don't want to be worried about you not running fast enough to keep up with me.
I'm going. I don't care if I have to sit next to Emmett Howard and his arsenal, if that's what you want, but I am going.
Good evening, Mrs. McCullough. How's the veal?
Oh, it's just fine. Thank you, Sergeant. What are you two having?
Steak. But not before Brucker took him over the coals when he couldn't find any chicken chow mein tacos or barbecued spare ribs on the menu. Can I speak to you, Chief?
Yeah, sure. Sit down. You know, you could have accepted my invitation to join us in the first place. What's the problem? Come on now. You can talk in front of her at 7:30. Shoot.
You know the guy tried to steal a Board of Education sedan from the city parking lot?
Yeah, Rhodes told me that. What else?
Well, two things, sir. We've got every unit downtown and in the Westlake area looking for a tan sedan, figuring he must have gone back to it after he missed city transportation.
Mm-hmm. What's the second thing?
Well, you said it was all right for me to talk in front of your wife. I urge you not to go to that meeting tonight, sir. Security-wise, it's a disaster at best.
But thank you, Emmett. I'm sure you've done a good job despite the problems.
How are things with the white folks?
Oh, all us white folks are very brave. One of us is probably going to get his tail shut off within the next hour. I wonder if they got any ice cream in this place.
Yeah, buddy? Just keep your mouth shut and get in the back of the truck.
Look, mister, please. How do you turn the music on in here?
Just shove the cassette in.
Cars. You're expecting the Battle of Bull Run?
Would you like to hear my speech?
Not especially. Sam, don't go to that meeting tonight.
I have to. I'm committed.
You're a good man, and you're trying to do a good job, and somebody's going to take a shot at you because two teenage hoodlums were shot in an alley.
But this one may be for another reason.
I don't care what the reason is. Oh, Sam, it just isn't fair.
Very little is. You sure you don't want to hear my speech? I'm not going to have a chance to practice it.
No.
Hello, Doctor.
Chief?
I think this is Dr. Alvarez. This is my wife.
Doctor?
This is McCullough. Well, I'm glad to see you. It kind of looks like D-Day here, doesn't it?
We've had some reports that there may be a shooting. Might even be you.
Oh, I think if anyone is going to shoot at anyone here in Westlake, it would be at a uniform target, don't you?
It's empty. He's not in the ignition. But checks out. It's the right license plate. Suppose I check the brewery while we wait for a backup. Suppose we both check the brewery.
4, Adam 41. We're okay here. Be sure you stay awake out there.
You see him?
Cut it out, Kay.
You could resign, you know, go to work for a corporation or federal law enforcement, vacations, 9 to 5.
I could finish up law school and take my bar exam.
But you're not going to do that, are you?
Nope.
As he was ambitious, I slew him. At Shakespeare. Julius Caesar.
They'll look after here for me, please. Sure.
Chief, keep moving around when you speak.
As you know, this is a community meeting for the purpose of discussing our problems with the police. In the light of recent series of youthful homicides, we have asked, even demanded, that our problems be discussed with and by the Chief of Police. Now, I'm not going to make a speech. There is no line of work that requires a more serious, honest, dedicated, and unprejudiced man than police work.
No, Sergeant. Everybody on this shift knows enough to lock their car in this neighborhood, and none of them are missing. You think he stole another car?
Could be. This tan sedan here when you came on shift?
No, but it was here at 7:45. We take a break then.
Anybody in it?
I'm not sure, but I don't think so.
7:45, huh? I'll get this on to Brooker, although I don't know what it helps.
Now, these also are police problems. But the way to solve them is not to harass our citizens on their way to work, or to stop our wives in the streets and accuse them of prostitution, or to manhandle our children, or to enter our homes without a warrant. And the law and order loving majority look the other way, just as they look the other way at My Lai, because those people happen to be a little different, and maybe they deserved what they got. And just as they looked the other way when those two kids were murdered in the alley by cops who are trained to kill people who are different.
Alvarez, that was not murder.
Murdered in the alley.
That was police duty. Those kids were committing armed robbery.
My son was one of those two boys.
Do you mind telling me who you are, ma'am?
Eulalia Perez.
Tell me, Mrs. Perez, was your son carrying a gun?
It wouldn't have fired. The officers testified to that at the inquest.
And how much money had your son stolen from this armed robbery with a gun that wouldn't fire?
$4.28.
What else have they got?
The sedan was there at 7:45, and he was off and running sometime before. They found a bloody handkerchief on the floor of the sedan, so he either got hit or banged across the head. How is it over there?
Oh, it's very educational, but so far quiet. What else have they got out there?
A lot of people going to evening school?
Now, despite Dr. Alvarez's statements, the police are not trained to kill. We are trained to protect the citizens of this community.
Who needs you?
Now, the police are not responsible for the quality of life in Westlake. We didn't create the poverty, the ignorance, the breakdown of the family unit, the discrimination, the bitterness of frustration you must feel.
Follow me and keep down.
Get over there and take care of my wife.
Roach is with her.
That's an order. Now, hold it. Now, please, everybody, please, sit down. There's no danger, I'm sure. But if there is, you only increase it by moving around.
What happened to the lights?
I don't know, ma'am, but I'm hoping that the power will be restored immediately. You know, there's an old joke about the police never being around when you need them. Well, we're on the scene now, and your safety is our primary concern, I assure you. Can't see to read my speech, but I could answer some questions. I'm sure there must be some of you who have questions to ask.
Every day my kids come home from school and they say this happened or that happened. A boy fired a gun across the playground last week and he's back there today.
Well, that's exactly the point we've been trying to make, ma'am. May I ask you how many children you have?
4.
And do they fire guns on the school playground?
No, not one of them has given me that kind of trouble.
We've brought judges and probation officers and social workers out to the schools. We've tried to convince them that the average parent out here wants more and better police protection, not less.
Why don't it change then?
Well, those same judges and probation officers and social workers are somehow convinced that ordinary people like you are not representative of the community. But I will make you a promise. If you can get 5 mothers and fathers who are willing to ask for change, I'll go anywhere and bring those judges and the others and make them listen to you.
Sergeant Brucker isn't here right now, Sergeant. He's trying to locate the emergency generator.
There isn't any emergency generator. What does he think we're covering, the Pentagon?
I don't know, Sergeant. You need additional men inside?
No. You come in now, we'll wind up shooting each other. Nobody in, nobody out.
Are there any more questions?
Why is it the attitude of the cop out here is so different from the attitude of the self-same cop in the hillside section?
I won't try to tell you that a police officer isn't apt to be more brusque, quicker to act or react in a ghetto area. But we have to try to balance that out. Because in turn, you can't deny that the chances of that same officer getting wounded or getting killed is considerably higher in a ghetto area. We're all human. There was a lady who wanted her school playground made safe for her 4 kids. She spoke up in the darkness. I would appreciate it very much if she gave me her name now.
Consuelo Juarez.
Thank you, Mrs. Juarez. Are there any other names?
Alma Jordan.
Gene Edwards.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have a coffee machine inside, would you?
No, but we can give you a can of beer, though.
That's a thought. Is that what you guys drink on your breaks?
Not on the first one. The vending truck comes on that one.
You had a vending truck here at 745?
That's right. That's how I happened to spot the tan sedan.
What were the lights out for?
I don't know. Somebody got past my man and threw a main switch. Whether it was an assassination scheme or a kid's prank, we don't know. Nothing happened.
What did I tell you?
485, roger. Yeah, the vending truck is here. He's in that truck, grab him! He's gone, let's go!
You know what you did tonight.
No, in a way, it's kind of frightening.
But anybody would be frightened.
No, I don't mean frightening because somebody took a shot at me. I mean because even as those people were listening to me, I had a thought. Today, a very ambitious man asked me to do something. I didn't do it, so he's got no hold on me. But he did solicit me to commit an illegal act. He wants to be governor, and I could take it away from him with one single press conference. Funny. You and he both quoted from Julius Caesar. Maybe I'll have to read that someday.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
The correct location of your call, 1311, stand by. Units on 2, Newton, stand by. 1311, go ahead. 30.